What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Derek Casey coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. And I'm on my lunch break. I'm working from home, man. And I thought that this would be a great time to drop some knowledge, drop some nuggets on you guys to help you open up your mind, man. Open up your mind and soak this information in, man. I was super excited. This is something that I've spoken about in previous videos over the years, and I just felt like this was on my spirit to come and speak to you guys about today. So that's what I'm about to do. All right, so we're gonna let Facebook do its thing, bring some people on here, and then I'm about to chop it up with you guys for a little bit, do what we do, and then it's about to be game time, baby. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Super excited. Let me send out my invites. I haven't been on doing Facebook Lives in a while, so I know the engagement is a little bit low, but it's okay. It's all good. Let me grab me some water real quick. Grabbing me some water. Grabbing me some water. Grabbing a bottle of water. Grabbing a bottle of water. You can make a song to anything. Grabbing a bottle of water, H2O to quench my thirst. Oh, water, water. See, after this, y'all gonna grab y'all some water and just drink some just because. Y'all gonna be singing that. Water. All right, nonetheless, let's go and dive into it. So check it out, y'all. Check it out. So the question I asked in my title, right? Have you ever tried building an entertainment center without the instructions? Be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Be honest. We all been there. I know I have. You know what I'm saying? And how did that work out for you? I want y'all to think about that as I'm going through this topic today, okay? Have you ever tried building an entertainment center without the instructions, and how did that turn out for you, okay? Now, the reason why I use this example is because I relate it to what I do in my business. For a lot of people that come across, whether you on my team or your other businesses or whatever the case, I like to use this analogy because this is something that's going to help you out, okay? So if you don't get nothing else from this video, guys, really soak in this information, okay? So the reason why I use this analogy and ask you the question of if you ever tried building an entertainment center without the instructions is because this. Have you ever just went to IKEA? You wanted a new entertainment center for your living room. You got the entertainment center. You brought it home. And now you finally kind of work up the nerve to go ahead and rip the box open and start putting it together. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. When you first get the entertainment center, well, let's backtrack. When you in IKEA and you walking down those, walking down them arrows, right? And you see the entertainment center, how are you feeling in that moment? You are feeling super excited. You're like, oh my God, that's going to be so awesome, right? You just like full of joy in that moment because you see the entertainment center. You can envision it in your house, right? It's not there, but in your mind, you can see it sitting in your house, right? So you're super excited. So you go to the sales clerk. You say, hey, I want that entertainment center right there. They say, okay, let me go get the box. They come out with this big old box. They roll it out to you, and you still feel that excitement, right? You pay for it, you take it to your vehicle, you load it up, you bring it home, and you bring it in the house. Now you finally work up the courage, right, to go ahead and start ripping that box apart to put that entertainment center together. Now, you're still excited because on the outside of the box, you see the finished product, right? You see it sitting there. So now you're staring at that picture. You're staring at the wall where you're going to put the entertainment center. You're like, oh, it's going to look so nice. Oh, can't wait to put this on it. You're so fired up. And then you go and you get your little knife or your scissors. You open up the box, and all you see is hundreds of pieces, screws, wood, all of these pieces that are in the box. How are you feeling in that moment? In that moment, that excitement that you had before probably just decreased a little bit, right? It probably decreased because now you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work now Because now you got to figure out where all these screws go, where all these pieces go, all of these things, right? Now, mind you, in every box that you receive from IKEA, there is a set of instructions, step-by-step instructions that are in this box. And you have a choice to make. You can use the step-by-step instructions and build your entertainment center the right way, or you could throw those instructions to the side, and then you could look at the picture on the box and say, I got this. I can build that. I see these pieces right here, right? And you just start putting it together. All right. So this is what most people tend to do with the entertainment center and in business. You have the instructions in the box, just like in business, you have a blueprint. But you see the picture on the box, right? And the picture on the box is all of these other people who have success and they're seeing money coming in and all of this stuff. And you decide to try to do what they're doing without actually utilizing the instructions to help you get there. Okay. So now let's go back to the entertainment center. So now you building this entertainment center. You decided to take them instructions. You say, to hell with these instructions. I don't need it. Throw it to the side and you start building this entertainment center. Everything at this point seems to be going okay. You're putting pieces together. Things are starting to make sense. You're putting screws in, all of this stuff. And now you're starting to see the structure start to build. You go on and probably an hour into it, you're building this entertainment center. And guess what? Now you finish, right? You got it finished. But when you look down, there's still some screws left. You missed a piece, all of this stuff, right? And now when you go look at this entertainment center, now you think it's finished, but now you just noticed, right? You just noticed on this entertainment center, one of the pieces on there is turned backwards, right? It's not the right side. Now on this, there's always stickers to tell you what side goes where, but you didn't pay attention because you didn't use the instructions. And now you done built this whole entertainment center. Now, have you ever built an entertainment center? Let me ask y'all this. Have you ever built an entertainment center that you did that where you didn't use the instructions? You thought you had it just based on the picture on the box. And then you got to the end, right? And you built this entertainment center. And then that one piece that was the wrong way or it was a little wobbly, now you got to take down half the damn entertainment center just to get to that piece. So that way you could fix it and then put it back together the right way, right? How many of you guys have ever done that where you built it and it was wobbly and now you had to take the majority of it down and actually pull out the instructions and say, oh man, you know what? Maybe I need to see where I went wrong, right? We do that. That this is like kind of like a human nature, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like human nature. And to say the letter be outside. Exactly. The letter, they label everything, especially when you go to IKEA, they label everything, tell you what way it's supposed to be facing and all of that. But without the instructions, you're not really thinking about it. You just know that this piece fits here and these screws go in and you just screwing things in, right? So that's the crazy thing. But guess what? We do that in business too. A lot of you entrepreneurs online right now do that in business. You can have a proven blueprint staring you in the face to your success, telling you step by step what you need to do, but you decide to build your business without the blueprint. And you go on and you use the picture on the box, right? And the picture on the box is your mentor that's making all this money, all this other success stories, and all you trying to do, right? He said, this live ain't ironic. Hey, Anthony, man, you better leave it alone. Yo, check it out. So now you building your business without the blueprint. And things seem to be going okay, right? You start out good. You know, everything always start out good, but then you hit a wall, right? You start building. Things seem to be going good. And then all of a sudden you start seeing your business start to crumble down. And then all of a sudden you end up having to go back to the beginning to rebuild your business. Why? Because you chose not to use the blueprint. You chose not to use the blueprint. You made a choice that you didn't need the blueprint that was proven and everybody else that was successful using. You decided to do it your own way. And when you did it your own way, you didn't get the results like everybody else. But what most people do in this moment is that they don't hold themselves accountable. They'll say that the blueprint didn't work. Now, mind you, they ain't used the blueprint, but they need something to use as a crutch to justify why they're not seeing the success like everybody else. Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense to y'all? Because I'm trying to break this down to you. So what I'm trying to say to you is, when you're in business, guys, you know what I'm saying? When you're in business, I want you to understand the blueprint is there for a reason. The people who are successful in those companies, wherever you're at, use the blueprint. Because when they say that it's a proven blueprint, then there's nothing else that you should be focused on doing in your business but following the proven blueprint. Those are your instructions to your success. So I say that to say this. Don't treat your business like that entertainment center and throw your blueprint to the side and expect that you're going to build a successful business that ain't going to come crashing down later. Whoo, I'm on fire right now. I hope that didn't go over y'all heads, because this is real talk. And see, a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that. A lot of y'all want us to sugarcoat it for you. Oh, you're doing such a great job. No, you got to hold yourself accountable. The only way for you to learn in your business is to do things wrong, hold yourself accountable, learn from it, and grow. If you know that you're not using a blueprint, if you know that you're not following the steps, then you got to fix it. Because one thing is this, and this is what I love about this industry. As frustrating as it is to build a business, to watch it come crumbling down, there is nothing wrong with pumping the brakes, going back to the basics, and pulling out that blueprint and start from scratch. There's nothing wrong with it. I've had to do it many times. Many companies that I joined, seen the same success. They were great in the beginning. Everything was good. Start come crashing down. Start feeling frustrated. Not thinking things were working. And I was like, man, what do I need to do? I need to stop what I'm doing. I need to go back to the basics. And I need to see what I've been missing. You see what I've been missing. You got to understand something, guys. And I said this, a while back, you know what I'm saying? Well, not a while back, but I did a video the other day. You're an IBO. That's independent business owner, which means you are responsible for your business. The leaders are there to help you understand the proven blueprint so that way you can follow exactly the same steps that everybody else followed. You feel what I'm saying? They're not there to build your business. They're not there to do the work for you. They're there to help guide you along the way. And if you hit an obstacle, they're going to help you overcome it so that way you can continue to move forward. But a lot of you guys don't, in being an independent business owner, the word accountability plays a major role. It plays a major role. There's a lot of people right now that's not seeing success. And instead of looking at what they're doing or what they're not doing, it's easier for them to blame the leaders or the company or the comp plan or the product or the service. It's easier for them to use that as leverage to justify why they're not seeing the success, as opposed to just saying, hey, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know it's hard. Nobody wants to realize when they're doing something wrong. They always want to feel like they're doing something right. But in business, you have to, because that's the only way that you're going to grow. And if you don't hold yourself accountable, guess what? You're going to continue to keep doing the same things, expecting a different result. What they call that? Insanity. They call it insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. I mean, come on, guys. Like I said, I'm here to speak to you guys real. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I want to see you guys successful. I want to see everyone win, whether you on my team, whether you in another business. I want to see people win. And the reason being is because we already seen that, you know what, we can't rely on these jobs. They good for the time being as long as you can clock in. But when we saw millions of people without jobs, had no type of income coming into their household, and they were sitting around twiddling their thumbs, waiting on the government to bail them out, and they did nothing. All they did was send you a one-time $600 payment that barely touched your rent or your mortgage, and you still had to figure out what was going on. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, over here knocking at the door is your bill people. They see what's going on with this pandemic, all of the things going on, but you think they care about that? No, they want their money. They want their money, and they want it now. And they don't care how you got to go get it. If you got to sell your furniture, whatever, you better pay your bills, or these lights are going to be turned off. Your car going to get repoed. That eviction notice, bam, stamped right on your door. So after seeing that, guys, I made a promise to myself that I was always going to be that person that when you come across these videos, that you were going to gain something that was going to give you the value and the knowledge to go out here and stand on your own 2 feet. As they say, 10 toes down, right? Stand on your own 2 feet so that way you don't ever have to be dependent on a job and the government. That's what the system wanted us to do in the first place. That's what they wanted us to do in the first place. They wanted us to be dependent upon them. These jobs want you to be dependent upon them. They are leveraging you to build their dreams. They out there living good. They ain't got to stress about nothing. The government, those officials ain't have to stress about nothing. They wasn't worried about losing their homes. They wasn't worried about losing their cars or their children having to go without. They didn't have to worry about that, but you did. And now it's a time for you to really wake up and say, enough is enough. I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of going through all of this. I'm tired of putting in this work and not reaping the benefits from my hard work. You guys are working to pay the bills. Very little left to do anything else in your life with. How long are you willing to do that before you wake up and say, you know what? I need to take matters into my own hands. I need to be in control of my own money to be able to make the choices that I want to make when I want to make them without having to depend on a job. Guys, the reason why I tell y'all this is because my 2-year anniversary with my company is coming up on March 17th. I'm going to be doing a live where I'm going to have some cake, and I'm really celebrating that moment because 2 years ago, I was in that position, working my butt off, making money to pay the bills, not having nothing left over to do anything extra. My wife want to go on dates. We was broke. My kids wanted to go and do things. We were broke. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and watch my wife looking at houses in places, and she had more faith in winning the lottery than she did in me. And she didn't even know that, but she had more faith in winning the lottery. I know a lot of y'all go through it. Y'all hear the phrase, maybe one day if we win the lottery, we could get a house like this. Maybe one day if we win the lottery, we can drive a car like this or take that trip or take the kids here and do this, right? But little do we know is that in the lottery, that's a 1 in 300 million chance of anybody winning. As a man, that hurt. That pierced deep. That my wife, she believed in the lottery more than she believed in me, and I had to make some changes. Ain't no way in the hell I was having my wife sit around and think that winning the lottery was going to come before me getting us to the point where we needed to be at. And this company helped shift everything for me. I mean, getting paid every single day. Guys, I was able to take a trip with my family. And while I was on my trip, not having to worry about a single thing. I ain't have to worry about money. I ain't have to worry about nothing because as I was spending money, I was still getting paid every single day. I mean, it was so eye-opening to me, which is the reason why I get so excited to come and share with people what I'm doing, because I want people to be able to experience that too. When you get that moment in your life where money is not an issue, where your bills are paid and they paid ahead and you still got money in the account and you can go and do things with your family and just enjoy life, it is such a different feeling. Am I a millionaire? Hell no, I ain't a millionaire yet. Okay, I'm not. I ain't gonna even front like I am. Still got the apartment, but here's the cool part about it. Because of what a decision that I made 2 years ago put me in position now to get my family into the home that they want to get into. It put me in position to be able to make other investments where my money could be making more money for me. These are things I didn't understand before. It put me in position to not be a slave to the government, right? Overpaying in taxes. Put me in position. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without following the blueprint, without following the proven blueprint that was put in place. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. Follow the blueprint step by step. You may not want to do it. You may feel like it's too tedious or whatever. But those are the same steps that somebody else that decided they were tired did and seen success. So you got a choice to make. You can go in and you can just take the blueprint and sit it to the side and do it your way. But don't get mad at the results that you get when you just do it your way. Or you could be like other people and you could follow the blueprint to a T until your success has a breakthrough. All right. So I just want to come share that with y'all, man. That was just on my mind. I love using that analogy, man. And it just really opens people's eyes, man. But if you got any questions, let me know. But furthermore, I would like to invite you guys tonight, okay? Because I've been talking about this opportunity for a very long time. I want to give you a personal invite to tonight's call where we're going to be sharing some wealth strategies with you guys on how to overcome taxes, how to increase your credit score so the interest rates and insurance premiums can come down, how we're going to talk about debt elimination, getting rid of that debt and giving you a millionaire day. I mean, how exciting would it be to know when you're going to be a millionaire, right? And then we're going to talk to you guys about how to become your own bank, right? Cutting Bank of America and all of those out. We're going to talk to y'all about that. So tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific time, guys, be there. Be there to listen at this information. It is going to be super exciting. We're going to share it with you. We're not here to beg or plead or nothing like that. Now, here's the cool part about it. I love giveaways. So what I'm going to be giving away for anybody that shows up, that gets the invite and shows up tonight, you're going to get a $200 hotel savings card from me. All you got to do is show up. No strings attached. We're not going to try to force you to do nothing or whatever the case. We just want you to see it. Just for taking time out your schedule. As a token of my appreciation, I want to give you a $200 hotel savings card. I know a lot of y'all are starting to travel a little bit more. That could be helpful. All you got to do is show up. Come check us out. All right. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Love you guys. God bless. And I look forward to seeing you guys on tonight's Zoom call. All right. Peace.